Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday. Hello, how are you tonight? Welcome to Tuesday. How are you this evening, folks? What are you grateful for this Tuesday night? Terrific Tuesday of week 44-45. Week 44-45, where you are just rocking it. Rocking it. Tell me about your day. What are you grateful for today? I want to know. The people want to know. It'll reinforce things by telling yourself. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are in the house. How are you guys? Great to have you here. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. The ATL, the 404 in the house. Hey, Vicky. Or I should say, Her Majesty is in the house. Her Majesty is in the house. Welcome, Vicky. Great to have you here live tonight. Hope all is well with you. It's a good day to have a good day. That's what I'm saying. It's a good day to have a good day. But I want to know about your day and what's going on. What's shaking? Michelle, who was just giving a huge shout out to all her online shoppers. Oh, Michelle, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to help you. I'm just one little tiny thing. I'm helping you with what you already know. Although I do have a reminder to follow up with you on something else that I noticed when I was reviewing something of yours. So. You're on my list, Michelle. You're on my list. I got you. Hey, Krita, great to have you here. So what are you all grateful for tonight as we start this? What's my take, Vicky? You should take it. You should take round 2 and get your application in. You should be doing that right now and catch the replay. There are other things, but I think you should be, if you qualify, as long as you have a quarter where you are down 25% or more, I think you should be applying. Hey, Kelly, Albuquerque in the house. Great to have you here. Great to have you all here tonight. On this Tuesday night, PPP night in America. PPP night in America. That just doesn't sound right. It's PP night in America. Fair enough, Vicky. I'll catch you on the flip side. Let me know if you have any questions. We had a wee bit of snow too, but ours was just a flurry, and that's about as much as I want. But we have had a lot of rain, so I think we're okay on the moisture table. Aha, she's going to multitask. You're not, the Queen is still with us. Her Majesty. Hey, Kitty, how are you this Tuesday night? How are you? Great to have you with us. I'm going to get started because everybody's going to ask me questions out of order anyway, so it's all good. Tonight, we start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, we are on page 100. 100 if you're following along. And I am standing at the roulette table. Good morning. I am pushing all my chips towards the dealer. I'm betting on you. Dealer, sir, this is not how it works. Oh, I'm sorry that your bank's portal kept on freezing up on you, Michelle. You know, this was really hard for a lot of them. I mean, I really feel it. I've actually worked with several banks, smaller banks that have had questions, just getting their stuff right. And through helping many of you, I've actually talked to a lot of the small banks and everything else and answered questions. You know, so I feel for what they're going through. They aren't designed to handle this instantaneous volume and everything. And the way they've pivoted, you know, many of these banks processed this all originally by paper. I uh, I certainly had to email in all my stuff originally, and we were emailing back and forth on round one. And this pivot to getting it computerized, where they didn't know what the rules were, they didn't know what the applications were going to say, um, was hard for them. So I do feel for them, but they're trying really hard to get this out to people because they know. I mean, even our friends over at Enterprise Bank, they know how hard business of a time businesses are having, how hard the struggles are, and they want to add a level of certainty. And so, if they can get this money in people's hands, it adds a level of certainty, and it helps so many, even the ones that don't need it today. You don't need the money in your account today. Having that money in businesses' accounts helps people sleep better at night. And, that's the kind of thing that I do like. Hey, Julie Jankowitz is with us. Jennifer Johnson, great to have you both with us. The J's are coming in at once. Two J's are better than one. I don't know. I make it up as I go along. And I understand the neck hurt. My shoulders across are sore today, but that's just, I think I lifted stuff wrong yesterday. I took a pill before I came on, so who knows what I'll say tonight. I took one of the good ones from the vault. The PPP is moving along. My ultimate answer is well, I'm sorry, I'll say that you don't need a full CPA many times. You need a good enrolled agent can be very good. Okay, a good enrolled agent can be very good. But ultimately, you have to feel comfortable when you hire an accountant or anyone to do your books and work on your books. You have to feel really, really comfortable with them. For so many reasons. One, they're getting in the boat with you. And when they get in the boat with you, you want somebody good to be with you. You don't want, well, every boat needs a Gilligan, but you don't want Gilligan running the ship. You want a good captain at the ship. It's hard for people because when you get somebody into your books and everything else, it's like your business is stripping down and getting naked for them. You're getting naked for your accountant and your bookkeeper, but you need them to understand and relate to you and your business. So if you don't have a good feeling about them, Rose, I would skip them. My biggest message, because one of the things that I've gotten a lot of today is, should I go for the PPP? Should I go for it? And my overwhelming answer is, if you had a core, I've heard I'm sort of okay right now. Things have come back, we're stable and everything. Should I apply? And my answer is yes. Okay, if you have a quarter that is down 25% or more in 2020, then you should apply. Okay, we don't know where the end of this is. One of the questions I hear in interviews a lot lately is, are you going to be able to hang in there another 6 months, 9 months? My question would be for you, are you ready to can you hang in there another year, 18 months, 20 months? The way this has gone, everything has been longer. We don't know where the end is. We don't know where normal is. This is what is available today, and so I would be applying if you qualify. Right, and as Kelly is saying in New Mexico, we never thought she'd be closed again, but New Mexico closed again. So you don't know what the future holds. I don't have a crystal ball that tells that. I do know that if you qualify, you should apply for it and get it. Okay? The worst thing that happens is you have extra money sitting in the bank. Okay, you're spending money on allowable expenses anyway, so it will get forgiven, so I'm not worried about that. but I am worried about the money running out and you not getting in for it. So please, if you qualify, apply. If you do not qualify, do not apply. Okay, that just muckies up the water for everybody. But if you do qualify, please apply. It's not that hard an application process, especially if you have all the stuff from your first one. Which brings me to, again, if you did not get a first PPP, usually because you were worried it wasn't going to get forgiven, or you didn't get one because your EIDL advance was the same or greater. Now's your opportunity, because your EIDL advance is just a grant. Now's your opportunity to get the PPP, and you should apply for a first-time PPP. Melissa's back on the bike. All right, great to have you here, Melissa. I'm sorry your brain hurts. It's supposed to be your butt that hurts on the bike. They both start with B. So, you know, please don't leave money on the table, because I don't want to hear from you in June, oh, I should have gotten the PPP, you know, I could have really used that money now. And, you know, that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to hear from any of you. So I want you to Kathy, I love that. Thank you for the laugh. Oh, that was great. That was great. Kathy said she finally finished her PPP after searching all day for her credentials, which were covered up by a big yellow sticky note. You know, I like the term for sticky notes being called the Antichrist, because they're always a troublemaker. Either they fall off, okay, and you can't find it, or they're covering something else that you need. Hey, Nebraska, Angie, great to have you here. You know, it's just different. It's not what you normally do, Michelle. That's why it's kind of scary. And you don't want to mess it up, because you want to get the money and you want to get it forgiven. Okay, the money is a blessing on your business. Okay, it is a blessing on the path out of this, growing your way out of this. So it can be a huge blessing on your business, and that's what you're looking for. But it's also, you know, filling out these big long applications and questions and the twists and turns and the things that it asks, you know, could ask in a portal are kind of scary. It's not the relationship that you have with your bank that you walk in and you say hello to. It's these, you know, computers. You know, I had one person today, you know, whose thing was erroring out, I think because their social security number wasn't formatted and it, you know, didn't have the dashes in it. And some portals want it without the dashes, some want it with. You know, it's, you know, guessing what the computer wants some days is just a incredible amount of frustration. But, you know, it's the important thing is to persevere, to power through, to get these applications in and done. Hey, Ellen, how are you? Great to have you here live tonight. So, you know, to do that and get these done. Because after we get through the PPP, after you guys get through that this week and get that done, and any supplemental questions that your bank comes up with, okay, and get those answered, because I've been getting those emails too, and I'm trying to stay on top of it. I really am. I'm trying to stay on top of it all. Oh, that's great. See, I love that your bank manager called you, Michelle. Hey, Kitty, your bank's old school. I love it. Now, a lot of the banks have moved it to portals this time around. You know, just because of the amount of paperwork, the amount of time their staff spent on it. And a lot of the computer companies, you got to keep in mind that most banks, like most of your stores are on Shopify for a web platform. Most banks use a couple of different platforms for their online banking, so they help them create these portals. So the company that does the online banking for 1,000 banks created the online portal and sold it to 1,000 banks to use their online portal. So it's a little, your bank just didn't buy into that. They said, "Hey, we've had no problems getting these processed on paper. We can do that. There's nothing against the rules in that." I actually think for second ones, the paper was fine because there was really if you kept the periods the same, they did not have to request additional paperwork for loans under $150,000. But bankers like to dot I's and cross T's and have everything lined up. So I understand it, but ultimately I want to keep things, moving fast with this, because I know all of you will sleep better with that money in your bank account rather than not. So I want that. I'll feel better once that money reaches your bank account. Once I'm getting the emails that says, "Oh my God, I woke up this morning and there was this big lump sum in my bank account." Once I start getting those emails, which I am sure I will hear some of them by the end of the week, I'll probably hear more of them next week. But that's the calls I'm looking for. Is I want everybody feeling great that money's in their account, because I know that will lead to sleeping well. And I know we're just days away from hearing that money is going quickly. I think it's going to last. Michelle, you make me smile. I think this is going, once we get over the next day or so, I think, the end of the week, beginning of next week, I will start hearing that as a frequent chime that the money is showing up in my account. I didn't even do anything else, and I woke up this morning and looked at my bank and it was there, and yay. Again, the sad thing that I'm hearing, and Cassandra actually heard some on the radio today too, is that there are all sorts of bad actors out there trying to get businesses to pay them to get a PPP. Oh, we'll get your PPP super fast. You apply with us and pay our application fee, or we'll help you get the PPP, and we can help you get it. We're not a bank, but we will help you get the best PPP and the largest PPP. Don't do that. If you pay anyone to help you with your PPP, it should be your accountant or bookkeeper. Other than that, you should not be paying anyone to do it. Okay, there's no reason to pay anyone. You have to get all the information. Your payroll company, your accountant, bookkeeper. That's the type of people. If they can charge for that, for getting all your paperwork together for it. But these third-party companies that are doing that is really awful. Thank you, Kelly. I just share my knowledge. And we've really helped. I mean, we have a list someplace we started keeping a list of all the different industries that we have helped in since the beginning, and it's extensive. Restaurants and retail are obviously the most common, but there have been everything: hairdressers, nail salons, all sorts of businesses. Ellen, it is quickest through who you went through before, but I'm not sure Cabbage is online to do it yet. So we may end out someplace else later this week. We should chat. You can't do it directly with the SBA. You have to do it with a bank. But I do not believe Cabbage is turned back on yet. Hey, Kim, great to have you here. The show can start now. Kim's here. But you know, it is there. My point, Kelly, is it's so easy to look for the negative, I guess, um, and what I mean by that is, you know, finding the light, finding the positive, taking the time out of your day to do that, or find someone that you're with, like you're with me tonight, that is positive and looking at how we walk the steps to get through this is different. There's just so much negative out there and so much gloom and doom. It is important that we stay positive and we stay on top of things. Okay, it's easy. It's too easy to tell you all that's wrong. I'm going to tell you what's right, and I'm going to help you get there. And it's just what I do. It's just who I am all the time, in person, on the air, on the phone, wherever you find me. This is Neil. Love me or hate me, there's no money in the middle. But you know, so I want you to get these PPP applications in and filed. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. Get them in and get them filed. Well, I get you, Michelle. So I keep you level-headed. You know, don't worry, be happy. There's nothing to worry about. We just got to keep on moving forward. Keep on keeping on. Okay? Because I'm betting on you, just like the Good Morning, Good Night book said tonight. I'm betting on you guys. Okay? I'm betting on your strength, your resilience. Okay? Your ability. You guys are the ones that are walking it every day. You guys are out there doing it every day. Anything else in the works for us? Well, the Biden administration has some things out there that they're tossing around for additional relief down the road. Grants is the big thing, Martha. If you have not set up a grant search for your area, your county, Google Alert, so that you're notified, you know, for the search terms, your city and COVID grant, your town and COVID grant, your county and COVID grant, your state and COVID grant. Set up Google Alerts for that, because there is a lot of money coming out in grants that are being administered locally in different ways. And there is a good chunk of change with that that I don't want you to leave on the sidelines. You know, I had one store today got one for 10% of their 2019 revenue, which is great. I mean, you know, that's real money. You know, that's real money. Whatever the grants are, it's real money. Julie, the queen of grants, you know, says keep on applying. Okay? You know, we can't count on the government to buy our way out of this, okay, or to do the right thing on everything, but we need to take advantage of it when we can. And, you know, we're going to get into maximizing we're going to get into maximizing the employee retention tax credit this week. I have worked on mine and got it all squared away. I mean, this is real money if you qualify for it, which many of you will, especially you all in northern states. You all, as I'm pulling, Martha McKay's pulling me south here. The northern states will get more on the employee retention tax credit than the southern states. But I want people to maximize that and get everything that they're entitled to. Absolutely, positively get everything you are entitled to. Okay, don't leave anything on the table, because we don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. Tomorrow we inaugurate a new president. I know that. Okay. I know that it snowed a little bit in New Mexico. Other than that, there's not a lot that I know with certainty. I know for certain you're going to grow your way out of this, and having you have the most stable base to be able to do that, and having comfort in the bank gives you guys strength. So that is what I want for you. That is my hopes for you. As we continue to grow our way out of this, okay? It is The health crisis and the economic ravage that it has created are both nowhere near over. So just keep that in the back of your head, no matter where you are right now on the roller coaster. No matter where you are right now. This is a roller coaster. Don't forget it. I've been saying it all along. This is a roller coaster. You know, there are great highs and there are great lows. And if you're on one of those great highs right now and you're feeling pretty good, remember, after you're at the top, it goes down and then it goes back up. That's sort of the the COVID coaster that we're on right now. And, so I want you to have that extra cushion. I want you to be in a good spot is what I want. What else I got for you tonight? I got a couple of things. I'm going to save that for tomorrow because that's a really good one. We are only in charge. Here's a quote for you. We're only in charge when we are willing to let others take charge. You are only in charge when you are willing to let others take charge. Boom. That's trivia. Hey, it's National Popcorn Day. National Popcorn Day. I'm just saying. It is National Popcorn Day today. That is for another day. And according to our friends at the National Retail Federation, holiday sales rose better than expected, 8.3% despite the pandemic. During the November to December holiday season, over 8.3%. But it was interesting. So here's how it breaks out. Online and other non-store sales were up 23.9%. Building materials and garden supply stores were up 19%. Sporting goods stores up 15.2%. Grocery and beverage stores up 9.6%. Health and personal care stores up 5.4%. Furniture and home furnishing stores up 2.2%. General merchandise stores down 0.1%. Electronic and appliance stores down 14%. And clothing and accessory stores down 14.9%. Let others take charge. You can do it, Michelle. Well, it is, you gotta, to work your way to the true entrepreneurial turnkey business, it can't all revolve around Michelle. The name can be Michelle. You can be the image, but you can't do everything. You have to let others take charge. Let them blow the bugle. Which thing did I say? You're asking me to remember 2 minutes ago, Kelly. I look up and then I read. But you guys are in a great place. I am very, very proud of where you guys are at. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are doing amazing. You guys really are. What else did I have for you tonight? What time? So get those apps in. You have questions on them. You email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com is where you find me. We will cover ERTC this week some more and the intricacies to maximize it, which gets a little complicated. If you thought the ERTC is complicated, the intricacies to maximizing it are complicated. But I worked hard at it, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad, especially when you add it all up. That's what makes you smile. That's what makes you smile. This video and everything I talk about here, goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. All the files, this video, you can find a direct link to this video on the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. It's also there at narts.org/resalestrong, so you can share it with everybody in business, so we can help everybody get across the finish line. No matter what industry they're in, we want to help everybody get across the line. I am here every night at more 8 than ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. We are here every night. If you have a question in between, you can just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. Oh, Michelle, I'll send you some peanut butter cups. They're awesome. Actually, I might need to order some more. What do you call it? What's today? I've lost track of. We start this program every night, with the good morning, good night. No boats. Well, you know what? I'll make you laugh, Kitty. My no boats. I said. I read that Knight Rider kit is up for sale for Knight Rider, and I'm like, oh, I want to get the PPP so I can buy that, and my whole peanut gallery is, no, you can't get Knight Rider. I'm like, but we needed another car, and I'd look so cool in it. No, I can't have it. No boats, and no land boats either. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, if you were not here at the top of the program, we started on page 100, where I am standing at a roulette table and saying, good morning. I'm pushing all the chips in your direction. I'm betting on you. Dealer, sir, that's not how this works. I'm now standing at the craps table. Good night. Rolling the dice. I'm rolling the dice on you. Singing, lucky be a lady, lucky be a lady. Dealer, sir, are you playing? Or, ladies and gentlemen, there are your graphics. An RV is a land boat. No land boats, Angie. No land boats with the government money. No boats with the government's money. No boats. No boats. No boats. That's where I'm going with that. No boats. Stick to the first thing that Kitty said. No boats. Have a peanut butter cup, everybody. Have a peanut butter cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party. A wedding, a bar mitzvah, a cookie party, a peanut butter cup party. I got my PPP party. I don't know when we'll party again in person live, but when we do, I will be there with you. Yes, I will. I promise you that. I do. We will be together as close to in person as possible at the Narts Virtual Summit on the 31st. Do not miss it. I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. But until then, until tomorrow at more 8 than ish, know that you, and most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dessert. I heard cookies.